Insult the great oracle, bro.
Your YouTube streaming link? Have you gone to the YouTube studio? You go to up in the right hand corner is like a little record thing that says go live.
Oh.
Oh, am I connecting right now? Shit, hold up. Go back. Oh wait, no, my software's not up. So we're good. So you're once you go to the record thing, once you click on the little like record icon, there's also a record icon on the left at that point, and there's stream key in there.
You want to drag Paul down here?
No.
No, you don't? He's like, I was about to click and join you guys, and then you guys all disappeared.
That's why it moved us.
Oh, okay. It's not gonna be one of the cool people then?
Well, I don't want him. I don't trust him like you. I mean, unless you guys want to, I guess. But I don't trust him the same.
I mean, you can remove the role from him after this if you want. You know, you don't have to. It's up to you. I don't. It's
No, I
totally
mean, I don't
your Discord.
trust him to not say that he heard this.
Oh, me, him, and Slavi go back.
Are you sure?
I mean, Slavi, do you trust Paul? Yes, that's the question. Because all of my friends, I swear, don't like each other. That's on you, dog. Motherfucker didn't answer the question. He just, yeah.
What's your channel name? I'm sorry.
I found it. Yep, all you literally gotta do is search that in yeah, I'll drop the link. I heard Blissy talk a second ago. Yeah.
Okay.
At a competing item, and I think that would be something really good to open up in the drug market is gangs having competing drugs. I don't think meth and weed is honestly like it's pretty poor money in regards to like risk reward time. Like if there was no cops to respond, yeah, you could sell a lot of drugs and make a lot of money. Reality is you make like $1,000 or like $800, and the deals kind of take a while, and the cops are right there. And I know me with meth, and this is talking from personal experience. I don't sit there and I don't run numbers like I used to back in the day. I used to sit there and sell wax and run the numbers of how much money I was making exactly. I don't do that anymore. But with meth, it's to the point where it's like I don't even sell my meth anymore. I don't sell my weed. I don't sell my meth. I sit on it and I try to sell it pretty low to like other people to see if they'll move it, but they won't even buy it. So I think it would be cool to see new drugs that come in that have more impact on the economy, and I think that'd be something. What's up, everybody?
Can I just say something really quick? All two cops just pulled me, and they were talking about the situation and how mad they are. They also brought up how long it took EMS. So people see it. We just got to go from here and correct it. And I'm gonna go in and I'm typing the high command. It does not fucking sound good though. Not looking good.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I'm already out of prison.
Yeah, they said they were nice to you, and I said fuck. I would have gave them 75% off and said fuck it because I don't know. I don't know why we breached. I think a way. I'm not opposed to lying, but the issue is I don't think we should take away breaching, and if anything, we rank lock it at high command can call a breach, and that's it. Or maybe your captain
I'm
plus.
about to create a thread for it in management.
Because some shit, if you guys do wanna, I don't know how it's gonna be managed though, right? Is it managed from high command, like giving an not in character punishment, but an OOC punishment that we have our own list and we say, hey, you're getting a strike. It was the stupidest call by far, in my opinion. I don't know why you would do that. You take
made
into
the
all the
call?
aspect of RP, how many the effort put in for the hostages. They think they're actually going to finally be successful with Bobcat. I just think it's such a terrible call, and I'm gonna have to deal with it in character. I am still debating on it. I got to
Who made
message
the
Farkle.
call?
Nick Freeman made the call to breach
Oh.
them with all
I thought it
cadets,
was
by
gonna
the
be
way.
Frank. I had a
All
lot of money that was
fucking
gonna be Frank.
cadets. No, Frank didn't make the call. Frank actually reported him to me for making that call, by the way.
Frank
Oh,
was there
okay.
with him.
Well, he came to show up. He wasn't there, and then Freeman, I guess, called the breach. I haven't watched the clip, but this is what I pieced together. Freeman first on scene with cadets. Freeman says, I want to breach. Frank arrives. Frank breaches with him because he's technically, as a corporal, the highest ranking officer, and he's scene commander as well. And Frank shows up and they're already breaching. So he didn't feel comfortable to make the call, and I said,
Frank
yeah.
was there for like a solid 5 minutes.
Yeah, Frank was there quite a while.
Interesting. I need
Like-
to see if I can get footage. Does this bitch have cameras? Because I'm about to pull some footage from the CCTV if it's a case. But it doesn't
I was
sound
watching
good.
it from Kai's stream.
It's pretty
Yeah,
shitty.
same.
By the sounds of it, it's really shitty.
If you were
That's
going to give them
disappointing.
that demand, you shouldn't have breached. I wouldn't
You-
have given them that demand. I've explained why I wouldn't have.
You
You
should have
can
never
ask
gave the
her.
demand at all. And
Yeah.
then if you did, like, I don't think he like I don't. It's like today. So they also reported John to me. Apparently, John was at gunpoint outside that police station, and he pulled his gun and turned and shot him. So I have to look at that because that's going to be
They
what
need
is
to report
that?
that in a ticket.
Well, I gotta go. I'm gonna go back and watch somebody's stream.
I don't know. I was watching that as well, and I feel like everybody had put their guns down.
Well, there is the issue of, in my opinion, I mean, it's a criminal saying everybody's gonna put their guns down.
That's
But
fair.
I would it's a criminal saying it, but if I say I'm respecting that, I am respecting that as a person. Because I said everybody put your guns down, including the criminals, including the officers. For the officers to have their guns up, that's fucked up. If it's fucked up if I breach them.
Well,
It's just
that's what
not
I
right.
do in a robbery. I say, stop pointing your guns at the hostage,
Yep.
please. My gun is not pointed at you. I understand. You are in charge. I
Yep.
would hate for you to sneeze and splatter his brains all over my nice new jeans or boots. It would be unfortunate.
That's so unfortunate. I need to watch the full clip.
I'm watching it from John's perspective.
Oh,
Oh.
he has. Oh wait, he only has. Oh, you're watching the other scene, the other scene.
Oh, you watching? You want to see the?
I have Bobcat up. I took shit. I probably got to go and suspend Freeman pending investigation on this fucking scenario because I'm
Did
gonna have
you?
to be paying medical bills.
I still think the funniest thing is because Dex was one of our hostages, and as soon as they started breaching, she's like, "What the fuck are y'all doing?" And I'm like, I'm like, "You got your shit blown away. Sorry."
As you should. Like, that's a terrible fucking call. Terrible. Oh my god. I'm disappointed right now.
And I kind of feel bad for Kai. There's
I don't think John should have hit his panic button with his hands up.
You can't do that. How do you
There were
reach for a panic button with your hands up?
Yeah. Yeah, it's no different than using like cops were using silent dispatch without their phone out.
I've just got my
I'll use my
panic button
silent
in my
dispatch
zipper.
and then pull out my phone if I'm
I
gonna do
too.
it.
Yeah.
But you can't pull out your phone before you silent You can't silent dispatch while your
Yeah, you
phone is
can't.
out.
I do
Yeah.
e-phone
Well,
or
the cop
e-tablet.
that I saw they didn't pull out nothing. They just silent dispatch.
I just put my panic button inside my pants zipper, and then I go to my spank bank if I need to push it.
Oh god. What is this?
What's up?
I'm just watching this.
So LeBlanc, I have a question about your proposal.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of use the situation that Kai was in, and them. They say, allow our friend to go get whatever it is and come back, right? And what if the cops say no, right? And they're like, well, you guys better let us do it, or we're gonna kill the hostages. Like,
Well, then that's on
Then they
them.
just
Then
keep
if
role-playing
they
it,
start
yeah.
shooting the hostages, then
but
I guess we got to go in and blast him.
so that's what I have the problem with. This is if they don't agree to it, we're looking at hostages getting killed.
I'm also worried
Well,
about that.
Well, no.
Well, here's
that might
there
not
has to be a
happen.
line though,
Yeah.
because if they start demanding, "Oh, I want $50,000, or I'm going to shoot this person," there has to be unreasonable demands. I can't give
Yeah,
you
that's why you
$50,000,
disagree.
and then on that point where it's considered an unreasonable demand, then whatever happens, that is on those suspects.
100%.
Like, I value the life of
Okay.
that hostage, and I want to do what I can to get them out. But if you're not making a reasonable demand, then that's on you. That's out of my hands at that
Okay,
point.
I can agree with that. In that case, I wouldn't have an issue with it.
People have done that and tried that, and it has not ended well.
Arkle, go read high command chat.
I will. I mean, I'm sitting right here.
Yeah, he's sitting right there.
Anyway, when it comes to those kind of situations, it comes from all sides. Not only just the hostages, it comes from the criminal side and the PD side when it comes to situations like that, hostage situations. The hostages talk too much. They don't even fear for their life. Like, they'll be talk right straight to the PD, not even fearing.
No,
You
in
know?
that situation.
When you
they
roll up
did.
and get a hospital, oh yeah, I'll go with you. Let me put my
Well-
shit away first, bro.
Yes,
so I already said it earlier though that
That's some
again, you should
bullshit.
attend to your hostage. If you're not attending to them and they breach, that's on you, man. 100%.
Yeah. And like,
there has to be
it-
responsibility from all sides.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
even on the PD side, like, they should just as much care for the hostage as well as the crims holding the gun to them.
But
yeah,
if you
but
got people
caring for the
volunteering,
hostage does not mean just bending at the knee and saying fuck it, let's just lock ourselves into this dead end linear role play. Like, let's be dynamic here, right? Let's actually have some fun and make people have to think through a scene versus saying fucking free passage and then not talking to the cops, right?
and then if it doesn't happen, everyone's got to die.
I've been there where they don't want to talk to the cops at all. I said, okay, well, fuck it. Have a good day. Get the
I think
hostage
breaching is
eventually.
good, but that's why I think the rule proposal is moderate. It's not too crazy. It doesn't also like have an effect on balance. It really all
Well,
comes
yeah, but
down
in
to
my
how well people negotiate with each other, and the counterplay is you can always disagree. It's only if they agree to the negotiation where the cops say, yeah, you can get this, and the crims go, okay, yeah, we'll do this, and they both do it. It's great. It's awesome. If not, then I think there should be a problem and it should be addressed because it kills roleplay.
I've never seen a demand not, well, I guess just now, not honored.
I
but-
personally had it happen to me by it. Well, my previous experience was it happened a couple times to me.
Like, we don't have to
not
look at what has
recently,
or what
but
has been done in the past, but what happened just now. That's why it's
I
getting looked
credit
at.
that to I don't really do crazy demands, and I want us to be prepared for when there's an abnormal situation like this where they end up lying to them and saying they're gonna do this and they end up don't and they just end up magged up on everybody. I don't see that as a good resolution to like the role play. I would be nicer to see them say no, because assuming it went through as a rule, then they'd be aware that it's a rule, so they would sit there and they would disagree, and there would be more role play to sit there and talk about, well, how can we figure this out a different way? How can we talk a way out that we both agree with it? So I really don't see a negative impact from incorporating that change and holding people accountable for certain things, especially the cops. It definitely will apply to cops and crims, but it's something that the cops have to deal with more on a regular basis.
Like, I mean, I kind of struggle with this because I have a pretty good balance, in my opinion, with how seriously I take it and then how lenient I am, as well as how much fun I'm willing to have. But I just telling everybody to be me is kind of
It's impossible.
shitty.
Well, you also don't want everybody to be the same. You need
Yeah.
those
You
different
do.
dynamics. That's what makes it a unique experience. Like, oh my gosh.
Like me
I
and
feel
Teresa
like
were like the most counter, like yin and yang high command I've ever seen.
Shut up, bitch.
So
She's very
what?
direct, and I'm very.
I feel like
What
I
was
have
what was the reason for this rule coming up about, anyways? Did
I
something
think
happen,
just
or what
well,
scene?
okay. The specifically what triggered it was Kai, my group, was doing Bobcat, and they got 5 hostages. They had forgotten something. Well, they were trying to figure out the Bobcat, so they didn't bring something with them, and then they remembered, oh, maybe we need it, but at that point it's too late. But they had 5 hostages, so their
No, it was
plan was
4. It was 4.
it was 4. Okay,
But still, regardless, that's 4 hostages. The effort that goes into that. Maybe.
and so they're trying to do this. So what they decide is we'll say we'll give up 2 hostages if you let our one guy go grab something and come back. And at that point, it's a two-way street. They can either say yes, go with it, or say no. So they say yes, let's do it. The cops agree to it, and they say go out. So they release 2 hostages. Kevin gets in the car. He starts going to go get the thing that what they think they need to finish the robbery. They don't even know for sure. While he's coming back, that's when the cops become really aggressive. They end up breaching. They kind of know what's going on. Kai tries to move the hostages back to a better spot where they could have. They end up breaching, killing everybody. All the hostages died.
Yeah, that's why I
It's
said
just
go
a
back.
terrible situation.
Yeah, that was really bad. If I was gonna honor that demand, I would have been like, listen, he can come with us and we'll search his person before. That would be a lot of trust, though. There would be some stipulations if you wanted that to happen.
But again, it just, if you disagree, the only thing that could happen is there's just more talking out of it until reality is, well, reality is they fucked up. They weren't fully ready. But I think because they used the hostages, they used the resources they have available, and they agreed. Both parties agreed to something. They should follow it through. They shouldn't stop it halfway through to run in and shoot everybody. I think that's just lame. I think breaching in general is okay. Like I think that's cool, and that's not what the rules are about. Is to end breaching. It's literally specifically the rules specific to if negotiations are met, whether that be no air 1 and then air 1 shows up.
Well,
Then I
there's my
think that's a
question.
problem.
How many car swaps later, how many things is that then acceptable, right? You're out of
Have
your
to-
primary vehicle. Now I can go get Air 1.
You have to
I
discuss
think you
that in a
should roll it out.
negotiation.
Yeah,
Was there a video on that?
I don't think that
Bobcat,
needs
yeah.
to be. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on Kai's VOD.
It's
if you wanna check
terrible.
it out.
It's a terrible call. And maybe he wanted to make a terrible call. I don't know his reasons behind the RP.
I'd like to see it though, personally.
Yeah, I can.
Like I said,
I
if the
don't think
gun's
you
pointed at
want
his
to.
head, then obviously it's a terrible call. But I mean, if y'all just walked away, it is what it is.
No, they did not walk away. They did not. The gun was literally the back of somebody's head.
Legit, a hostage
they
died before Cobbs got
They
shot.
executed both
Yeah.
hostages that they had left. It was.
That was a terrible call.
And I moved them back just because I was like, all right, look, I felt when he came, both of them came up with all their stuff out and drawn. I was like, all right, boys, we're going to the back. We're going to one room back because I'm not getting shot in the face as soon as they walk in here. And, yeah, they eventually came. Pinned them at the door. And then Frank Love came in with a shotgun and 3-tapped us.
Frank Love was blasting everybody today. He blasted people outside of the police station. Pretty sure he shot John in the back with a shotgun. He blasted people in that robbery. He was blasted.
He come in and straight dropped me with a shotgun. I was like, oh, ow.
I don't.
So I obviously came in late to all of this, so I don't know what we're doing. Is there like some agenda?
They're
why
really
we all got
venting
together?
and trying to figure out because of what happened in the last scene.
No,
and
it's not. This isn't what
other
that's
things.
about.
But that's not this is not the meeting.
I'm gonna go handle this in character. Give me like 10 minutes, okay?
Oh, I want to watch.
You won't be able to hear me. I'm streaming it though, not actually streaming, but you know what I mean.
Hey, since we're in here real quick, and while we have everybody, 5 out of 7 people voted to lift CJ's ban. Anybody else have anything to
I
say
didn't see
against
that.
that?
Can't see it.
I didn't see it.
What channel is that?
Yeah,
And I don't
we
see
didn't
that.
see it.
Oh, okay, that's in tickets team. Okay, never mind. So I'll just bring that up here.
I don't even see it though.
It's under it's its own, what do you call it, thread.
I don't even see the
5 out of
vote.
7 votes. I don't.
No. There's no vote. I'm just counting people that said yeah, let's fucking unban them or
Oh.
give them a
Gotcha.
shot or whatever. So I'll just bring it up here while we have everybody. Is there anybody against it?
I don't know, man. I
Don't
think
know
it's gonna
about it.
end up being an issue. The CJ is the one from the Bloods, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, the thing is, he broke so many rules within the first week he was here. I don't know. I think he's just gonna be trouble.
I say
If he
fucking give
comes
him
in,
another
he's
chance.
gonna. Yeah, I guess we could just
If
ban him.
if he breaks a rule, we'll just ban him again. I mean, you got this other guy, this grandpa guy, breaking rules on the daily.
mean,
so I mean,
The only thing
People are
I say
gonna
about
break
him
some
is
rules.
like
Don't get me wrong.
he's
So I don't
consistent
think it
about
should be an
lifting his
instant
ban, so that's
for
good.
some little minor thing.
So all right, let me ask this question: did we not just deny this like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
my
brought that
question-
up.
So my question is, why did we deny it then?
We
did
denied
deny
it because of the same reason I just explained. Is
Oh.
it's just gonna get bad again.
Okay. So what's changed in the last 2 weeks that's going to make it any different?
I think
I don't care.
That's all.
FYI, I don't care if we give him a chance. I'm just putting the question.
My
out
thing
there.
is, he's putting the effort in to try. So
Yeah.
let's see if that effort will translate to the city.
He's consistently tried to get unbanned for like 2 or 3 months now, so that shows that he wants to be here. Again, I'm not going to vote on it regardless. I'm kind of tired of.
You don't
his
know what
If
you
he
have
said
till
if he
it's gone
fucks up,
type of thing.
we'll just get rid of him again. I mean, that's simple to it. I mean,
It's a short leash. Well, his whole gang's coming over here from Venture RP, like the whole blood.
So
Right, so-
CJ's
so-
banned. We want to lift that ban, or
That's
we
probably why
possibly
he's
want
trying
to.
to reappeal.
So how about we hit him with a stipulation stating that you're going to be on a very tight leash, and if there's any sign of trouble, it's going to be met with a 30-day, and then after that, if he gets in trouble again, he's permanently gone, and he'll never be considered to, or for however fucking long is necessary.
We can look at it this way. Here's the thing: is CJ's been banned. Smooth already had his 30 days. If he gets another breach, he's pretty much gone.
So, I mean, excluding
think-
Smooth.
I mean that argument doesn't work for the simple fact that if we let CJ in now, that sets a precedence that as long as you're persistent, we'll give you another opportunity. So Smooth would just do the exact same thing. He would just
Right.
be persistent until he got unbanned. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, just pointing that out.
I
I
really
don't
like
think that's
Smooth.
true.
It makes me so sad
I've had since
that he
he's been
does
back,
so many dumb things.
but since he's been back, I've had really good interactions with him. I bantered
Oh,
with
I
him
have
last
too.
night. He's been really cool. Everyone deserves a second chance. He's worth giving a shot, but he needs to know that, he needs to read the rules. He's going to be monitored. If we find that there's any issues whatsoever, he's brought into a ticket, there needs to be some sort of something weighing over him so he understands that this is his one and only chance.
All right,
I
I'll
mean,
wrap
I
something
think
up.
he already knows that.
And then Smooth, I know he was actually trying, because I know when I could see the ticket team, we spent like 2 hours one night when everyone was in bed going through the rules, what he's seen that was confusing to him or was written different than what it should be.
I will say I offered to get
Oh, he
into a
did read all
voice
the
chat
rules.
with him and go over stuff with him if you ever wanted to, and he denied it. So there you go. But hopefully he figures it out.
I mean, fuck it, give him a second chance. I mean, if that's what we're gonna do, just somebody needs to talk to him once he's let back in.
Yeah, well, I think
I'm drawing some
in
up now.
general, I think it would be good to let unban him, just to see the Bloods build up and see if they can actually establish themselves and do it right this time.
Yeah, I'd be
I mean, they're
interested
doing
to see
all
what they
right
do.
right now.
Yeah.
With the members they have, but with their other members returning, I think, and they're obviously going to be getting more people.
Farkle and I met another one of their members last night or the night or when
Calvin?
it was last night. Yeah, that no,
Or
Craig.
promising.
Craig, yeah, he's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
we-
Oh, that's
we
the
met that-
bitch that stabbed me. He offered me a present in the box
Yeah, and then we gave him
stabbed
40
me.
months off his sentence or some shit.
No, we give him
can't
30 months
believe
off.
you.
But he was super nice. Like he was super cool with us. He didn't try to run from us or anything. We bantered with him.
I even uncuffed
we
him so he could eat something.
Yeah, we technically threatened his life because when Farkle put him in the vehicle, it put him in the back of the truck, and we're speeding up Sonora, and we kept telling him we were going to get close to another truck. Keep your hands in, otherwise you're going to lose them. And we told him, I was like, yo, if you follow the truck, you're free.
Yeah,
Oh God.
And he was good. He was cool. He joked with us. He didn't take anything
No, I
personal.
wasn't mad.
and-
I didn't dislike him. I thought
No,
it was
we didn't-
funny.
we
I
didn't
wasn't
think you
mad
did.
at all.
But so far, I've had positive interactions with their group. So I honestly just somebody put up a vote for it in fucking management lounge, and everybody just vote. And if there's enough, then we let them in.
Well, what are we, 17 strong in the staff and what, 12 strong in the ticket team? I'd say we're almost there on the vote. Unless you want it to
I
be
personally,
unanimous.
I don't
That was
mind
Anyone support
give
it
him
or
another
something.
chance, but just make sure that it's known that this is
All the marbles
doing you
right
a
here.
favor. Don't fuck it up.
Is there anybody here that is against him getting an opportunity? Cole, nobody's against it.
Nobody that's listening is against it.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Ever since the Bloods called 911 because 2 ballers was fucking them up on their block and stealing their
feel sorry for 'em.
Pokemon cards, I did feel sorry for them. I gave Allie a hard time about that when I saw it.
I'm okay to give him a second chance, but like we're not there to babysit. If he fucks up, he fucks up.
I mean, what I'm about to say is going to be kind of condescending. Our job as staff is literally babysitting.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
It's literally the job.
Yeah.
I mean, we literally had to fly overhead.
Regardless of how you want to define it, like we watched last night during the war between the Wolves and
I watched the last week or whatever, yeah.
and lost, and we just watched somebody VDM 2 fucking people. And we're like, fuck, now we got to deal with this. And then a ticket was immediately thrown in like 5 minutes after.
We were like, yeah,
observed
we
it
fucking
happen.
saw it. Leave us alone. We're on it.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
that's
Thank you,
another
Fran.
thing that we need to kind of start working towards is I've been very vocal about this the last couple of days that we are very inconsistent in the way we handle punishment. I personally I don't care what direction we go with it as long as we pick a route that is just consistent.
Yes.
I made a recommendation to Finch a few weeks back, and I showed this to, and I'll just post this in management lounge so everyone can see what I'm talking about. What I think that would help us is if we set up a guide. This is something I built with another person in another city that I was staffing, and it's literally just a punishment guide. And it breaks down all the rule infractions, how many offenses, and you literally just have to go through check boxes, and we can easily set something like this up if it would keep us, no matter what. It's set in stone. This is what the punishment is if they're caught modding, if they're caught exploiting, if they're caught revenge killing, if they're a green zone violation.
I like that. I think there
Kidnapping
should
of their
be.
friends, shit like that. So that just says, well, and we agree whatever it needs to be. I don't care what it's going to be, as long as we're all on the same page and we stay consistent with how we handle punishments. I don't care if we start being more lenient. I don't care if we start being more harsh. Whatever we feel works for the community is what matters. But being on the same, because punishments change. One time we're doing this for one infraction, then a couple weeks later somebody else is getting an entirely different punishment, and their situations are almost identical.
And people talk.
Yeah,
Regardless of whether or not their tickets are not public, they communicate with each other. Oh, I got banned for, and I only did this.
Like we look at a situation, you break it down as like, okay, we'll talk about the most recent with the stream sniping stuff. Like Kai did it, not maliciously, but he still did it, right? He still used somebody's stream to go find where they were and go communicate with them in game. That's meta and it's stream sniping. He didn't do it to go kill a person. He went to go visit them in prison, but he still did it, right? So is that worse than somebody that is stream sniping just to go find somebody and kill them? No, it's not. It's not even necessarily on the same level, but we have to decide if one is more than the other. Like if there's like different levels of how we will break down just stream sniping. You know, if it's somebody just trying to find someone and we find out and they're communicating or whatever, or if it's somebody going out to kill somebody or somebody going to kidnap somebody, whatever it may be, we just need to find that common ground on the staff team to where how we want to handle those individual situations. And no matter what, this system's not going to be perfect if we choose to go with it, because we're still going to have those oddball situations that pop up and obviously would have to work together on a team. And this would be able to keep it from, no offense to everybody here, but a lot of times we get entangled conversations. Everyone's opinions get out there. No offense. I respect each and every one of you and I appreciate everyone's input, but we tend to spiral out on conversations and sometimes no traction. And then things get put off for days. And then we have to go punish somebody after they've already been playing in the server and they should have received like a 30-day ban or something like that.
I think we'd be doing a lot better of a job of giving out the punishment quicker than we have. Like, I think we've definitely been on top of that.
Oh, it's been better, but with the punishments and how we punish, it's still inconsistent. That's the worst part when it comes to different infractions. So
I think we're all consistent, but we're all consistent with what we do, not what the group does.
Yes,
well,
I can see
yeah,
that.
and I agree with you on that, but that's the problem. You shouldn't be punishing somebody any differently than somebody else, because then that makes you look biased. That makes you look unfair if you gave somebody else a less punishment compared to what. So, Vinny punishes this person because they did this thing and they, only gave them a day, or say they gave them a 7-day, and then a week later you deal with an identical situation with somebody else and you only give them 24 hours and their situations.
Where I struggle and what I want to know is, at what point do we say, okay, this guy had a 7-day 2.5 months ago, and that's been his last infraction. He's been doing really good. When does it reset back to a warning or a 1-day? Or do we just
and that's a good
I would say it's 30 days.
Jesus. I mean,
I would say 30 days between warnings or incidents. So if you
so
got
if you
a
go 30 days
7
and you go
day,
down one step.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a bad idea.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was at too.
Yeah.
like your last infraction rolls off 30 days after.
I mean, because I've had people that are repeat offenders and just give them a warning because it's a completely different kind of scenario. It wasn't, fail RP again. It was something else.
And there's always going to be another element that we have to take into consideration, and that's attitude. Their attitude towards being brought into
that's
a
what
ticket.
I was about to talk about.
Because you'll have somebody that comes in, they did, because sometimes it is hard to look at a rule and fully see it for what it really is. You can misinterpret things, and it does happen, and people will come in and be like, I didn't think about it like that. I am sorry, won't happen again. Okay, well, we still have to do something. Either whether it's a warning, whatever it may be. In another city, what we used to do too as punishment, and you guys may disagree with this, I don't care if we do, but I'm just going to throw it out there anyways, is we used to send people off to jail. So we're not kicking them out of the server, but they'd get a jail sentence. So part of their punishment would be, depending on the severity of it, they would, like, if you look at the list, like some of it would be /prison for 40 minutes, /prison for 60 minutes. So you're not necessarily kicking them out of the city, but it's a small punishment, and you're separating them away from other things.
I can't wait to be charged with unlawful imprisonment for sending someone to jail with no charges, you son of a bitch.
Bro, I just got out of prison for fail RP, dog.
Yeah, that'll come up.
Hey, real
Throw
quick,
me
guys.
a block party, guys.
My convictions are up, bro.
Hey, I just replied to CJ's ticket. He was banned initially. The initial instance was because they were abusing the gang funding.
That's not the initial.
Well, I know that's not the initial. That's part of it, right? So what I want to say is, whenever he goes to join, he's going to message in that ticket. I want whoever's available to just check his pockets and potentially, if we have the possibility, check his bank. I don't know if Sam can or somebody can do that, and just make sure he doesn't have an exponential amount of money from that exploit.
I'm gonna see when he gets in.
Yeah.
So yeah, he hasn't replied yet, but just somebody check him whenever he goes in. I told him to message once he reviews the rules.
I don't think he's even been unbanned yet, has he?
I would just tell him as soon as he gets in that he needs to get with staff and get the money returned.
Well, that was weird.
Speaking of kidnapping, hey, can I borrow you for 5 minutes? Oh, motherfucker, you can't borrow me for 5 minutes. Man, fuck out of here, dog.
I always know when Sam's gonna talk because I always hear his bang. So I wasn't prepared to hear Sam speak. You sound different, bud.
That's it.
Oh hell yeah. Also, Ticket Team G just tagged us. I
am not in the
got
Lost
DMs.
Discord.
I got DMs about we're forcing them to stop their war. Is that true? The staff team is stopping the war between the wolves.
No, they told him they could forfeit.
Oh, yeah, because I
Yeah,
got a
something I saw.
DM saying, "What is happening? Why is staff putting this war to a stop?" And when
But
it's supposed
I
to
thought
end
the war was
Tell 'em,
done
don't
now,
fucking
isn't it?
DM me.
By the
That's what your answer
21st.
should be.
It's like done in like 6 hours or something.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it's today.
Yeah.
Did they have like a point limit they needed, or whoever had most points after
So the
whatever
way they
day?
gathered their points is you had to take a picture of a down body, and then
Yeah, I remember that. I
you
saw
give it off
that.
the warlord or out of some weird fucking shit.
Oh,
I
that
don't-
sounds really cool. Really
Yeah,
cool
it's
war.
super dope. And tickets every day ever since they started this shit.
Oh my god, you just ran away.
Honestly, it might be worth having a conversation between Sam and whoever runs the Grey Wolves. Just
What's her name?
Dante.
just a
Audrey.
little OC, just like a couple of us.
Oh
and
god.
We just talk some things out because it's boiling and it's still boiling. It's getting bigger and it's getting bigger and it's getting bigger, and we need to stomp it out before it fucking explodes because this is crazy.
Fucking no RP at all.
Yeah, and I genuinely think their wars, their roleplay situation, they're indisableable. They just need to, both sides just need to get adjusted, and I think we can voice that. If I might see if they want to do that. Maybe they don't want to do that, and I'm not gonna force them to. But
No offense, Vinny, but you sound super far away.
I'm literally not
not
talking.
even talking because
Not Vinny, I
LeBlanc.
mean
Damn.
LeBlanc. Whatever.
Damn, that's fucked up.
You guys are always together, okay?
Kentucky
They don't
nerd.
even sound
Kentucky
alike.
nerd.
And you guys sound alike when you both talk.
No, they don't.
Get fucked, you redneck.
LeBlanc, your gang's gotta fucking learn how to roleplay, dude.
Hey, LeBlanc can marry his cousin now.
What's wrong with my gang? What are they doing?
Oh well, it was
Because I looked,
Wanye.
they just rolled up on me, and I tried to RP with them. And I did slash me, slams her head against the steering wheel, and then she starts blasting me. I run behind the van, put my hands up. It's like, okay, don't shoot, you
What
got me.
slash me did you do?
Smashes her head into the steering wheel.
What the fuck do you expect? You just assaulted her, bro.
Oh yeah, but still, I had my hands up, no gun. She killed a fucking just.
That's
still
power
grabbed me
gaming,
and
bro.
went. No, it ain't.
You fucking hit her with your hands up, what?
No, I fucking was in the car by myself with her. She had no gun on me, so I, slashed me, grabbed her head and slammed against the steering wheel and jumped out.
Hey, bro, don't tell me my gang doesn't know how to roleplay when you do
Dude, they
that
done
shit
it.
and then get shot.
Well, how's
I'm sorry.
What's wrong with the fucking slash me, bro?
There's nothing wrong with it, but don't sit here and tell me that my gang doesn't know how to roleplay when you do
Well,
that.
she
and
could have
get
just.
shot.
She still could have got me and took me to the fucking jewelry store.
I tell you what, don't expect me to see a slash me when I'm fucking driving 120 miles an hour.
Yeah.
She saw it because she was RP and I need help. I just got assaulted.
Well, that's cool.
I've jerked the wheel to the left or right and made somebody crash before. I remember when I was
I've
getting
choked a
kidnapped
cop.
by the old bloods, and I was in the back of the trunk. They left my gun on me with the nitrous oxide. I yelled at them I was gonna take us all out. Let me go. They let me go.
Yeah, I got choked out when I was on cop one time. Fucking asshole. Wasn't you, but asshole.
I wish.
Yeah, I got in a fist fight with some fucking criminal, and he just lost the fight and stabbed me.
We fell down at the same time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even get shot. That was the sad part. I just stabbed him and fell down.
I popped off 4 rounds as I was falling like Sparta. It was fucking nuts.
All right, we good here?
Do we have an actual
I
meeting?
think Gunny. Right?
I know G said he wanted to talk about something. Has he already spoke about that?
I don't know. Where'd he went? Shall we address the meeting Sunday, I guess?
Let me message him.
Don't hate me for saying this, but did we actually come to a conclusion on like how we're gonna move forward as staff with like tickets and consistency? I heard us talk about it, but I don't know if we actually.
I'm not part of
Not
the
really.
ticket team, but I like the idea of having a guideline for standards, where if you have this many infractions or a point system, so to speak, it's this many points for
I like a
RDM or
point
this many
system.
points for whatever. And then once you acquire so many points, your punishment will change. So if you got 5 points already for RDM and then you fail RP or MVL, that's another 2 points. Well, 7 points, if it hasn't rolled off already, means that you're going to have a 7-day ban. You know what I mean?
And
Not a
some
bad
points
I
idea.
expire after
like
like
the
30 or
point
60
system.
days.
Yeah, I don't mind like, and then so many points fall off every 30 days.
Yes. Like your
That's
infractions will fall off. So if 30 days ago you got 5 points, those 5 points will fall off, but your other 2 points will still be there. So you can
that's
NVL again and have 4 points.
that's gonna be hard. I don't know. I wonder if there's a
Very hard to
way.
keep up with.
But
We
I'm wondering.
used to do it on the forums. And then you would make a note on their forum profile how many points they had in the day.
We don't all have access to that.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I don't even remember. The last time I used the forums was like 2 years ago.
But I mean, you could put it in whatever document we keep those on, like 2
We
points.
already have the action list that Sam created that we put everyone's names on. We can always
You could put in a formula, I think.
yeah,
Somebody
that's
smart enough with that, do a formula and say, this name, and you could even have it set up so it automatically drops after 30 days if I'm not incorrect.
yeah, you are right about
You
that.
can see how many points they have consistently as long as you input their name correctly.
I know somebody that's pretty good with this stuff.
Karina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She knows this shit really well. Unless somebody else here knows Google Google Sheets as well. I think Jerry
do.
and Finch might know a
Excel.
little bit.
I know too, and I know how to do the number shit. If you want to add things.
Yeah, so if we could just come up with a sheet, you put their name in, how many points they have, and then you would just update their points, and it would automatically every 30 days, so many points is automatically deducted. I don't think you drop off like if they got 5 last month and the next month's roll over, the 5 rolls off. Just every month, so many points always fall off. So
I
every
think it
month,
should be 30 days instead of every month because if on the 31st of July I RDM 2 people, well, that's going to drop off the next day. You know what I mean?
Google Sheets are not that fucking hard to do.